some reporting around who called, a little loose.
Yeah.
But we figured it out, we think. But we're not reporting it.
No.
But we're going to start with the Warriors anyways. Longtime foes turned Olympic teammates, turned golf buddies, turned NBA teammates. Just as far as Photoshops of LeBron go.
That was one of the funnier ones, man.
Why does that look so odd?
His face looked
Dust, why? Can we bring that back?
No, we shouldn't.
I like
No,
it.
why is he sitting back? That's weird.
Maybe he doesn't look good in the Warriors.
To be in the debate.
Pruitt would unite two of the defining players of this generation. Do you like LeBron and Golden State?
I love it as just a fan of the game. I mean, this would be incredible. As Nick has said, Steph's not as good as Luka right now, but so is it. But I would love to see it. And I'm not sure LeBron will want to do it because you're going to somebody else's team.
He's already on someone else's team.
No, but that guy came to his team.
It's still kind of LeBron's team, even though Luka's the better player. Like,
because LeBron was there.
Yeah.
And it's...
And he went to Wade's team, but kind of took that over. Like, he's not going to take over Steph. Yeah, but I'm going to throw something out because people have mentioned LeBron for Jimmy Butler. What about LeBron? And I would not do that if I'm the Lakers. Jimmy Butler's not better than LeBron.
He is younger, though.
He's younger, but I think LeBron is clearly better. Well, that's my point. Like, he's got, 2 years left on his deal? Yeah. You think LeBron, which is a problem right now, I guess they're saying, you don't think Jimmy Butler in that second year could be a problem wanting the contract extension? Yeah. How about LeBron for Draymond, Moses Moody, and Buddy Hield? You get shooters in Moody and Hield around Luka. Draymond is a great defender.
Will never die.
I'm just throwing it out there, though. That would work, I believe, financially. And then Butler kind of takes, so you got Steph, Butler, and LeBron in Golden State. Butler kind of, he won't do it like Draymond, but, he's kind of your defensive hub.
I don't want to lose Draymond.
And then you got, I get it, but.
I would rather. So here's the, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
So I have a weird, would you call it idiosyncrasy or self-conscious thing about presenting trades that I'm not sure can work? We had a whole crisis on the morning.
It's probably good for the show overall, yet personally annoying.
Okay, so
it's good that you hold the line.
It is very, very frustrating for me personally, just for a moment, that best as I have tried, I don't fully understand this CBA. I think I fully understand the NFL CBA. I think I know what works, what the rules are. And I had the previous CBA pretty clocked.
Yeah.
This new one, I'm not certain. So, it's very difficult for me. The Durant thing, I spent a lot of time on making trades that I knew worked. The LeBron thing's really hard because it's like where we are in the league year and all this stuff. Right. So
Has the Durant trade gone through?
The Durant trade has gone through, a 7-team trade. Okay. Durant has not signed a contract extension. But the Durant trade has...
I thought there was more teams getting added to this for some reason.
Well, no, there was, and that's how the Lakers buying that second-round pick ended up being part of the Durant trade and whatever. But, the Durant trade's done. Point is, so for the sake of this discussion, we are loosely doing will it work, will it not? Does there have to be a third or a fourth, or in the Durant trade thing, a 7th team involved? For the Warriors, I agree with Brew in that, as a basketball fan, it'd be amazing. I also think that LeBron going to Steph's team is potentially less of an issue post-Olympics.
Yes.
Where those guys, needed each other in that. Yes. You know what I mean? That was, to me, a really, and I hated it that at the very end it became like a Steph versus MVP. LeBron thing because, they needed each other that run. Steph didn't have it early. LeBron held the fort the whole tournament early. They were both excellent in the semis. And then Steph saved the nation in the final, and it was perfect. So I think that would work. I agree with Wilds. I think I'd rather move Jimmy than the complementary pieces because my issue with the Lakers right now is not enough depth. And so trading all your depth for LeBron, and then you have the 2 oldest stars in the league together. But what I come back to is I don't think that team would be substantially better than the one LeBron's on now. Like the Warriors, once you trade whatever you have to trade to get LeBron, because Luka is better than Steph. Like, at least to me, he is. And now, it would allow LeBron to play the way he's always played, in a way Luka would.
And that's why I looked at LeBron for Draymond, because he would essentially take that point forward role that Draymond has and play it obviously better. So, but yeah, it'd be great to see fun for fans.
I know the headline is Steph LeBron. I would love to see LeBron and Draymond.
Oh.
I would love to see just two basketball geniuses and veterans figuring it out. I think it would be fascinating.
Oh, I think that's, I hadn't even really
thought about that. And they're buddies, too.
Right, and they're very close.
Chemistry there, and the way they can see the game, I think it'd be fascinating. Next up, a homecoming. Back to Cleveland. LeBron has put out some hints. We did make a Photoshop. Dust, is that a Photoshop?
That looks a lot better.
That is a Photoshop of LeBron in the Cavs jersey. LeBron has put out some hints that a third stint in Cleveland could be in the cards. He didn't say anything about DeAndre Ayton, but he did tweet about extensions for the Cavs front office, including his longtime childhood friend, Brandon Weems. So he was happy for everybody. It was kind of a nice gesture from LeBron. Do you like LeBron suiting up for the Cavs again?
They would be the favorite definitively in the East. And they'd have a great chance to win the championship. I really believe that.
Yeah.
And so I love this. Now, it'd have to be a buyout, right, because of the rules and stuff. I don't see that doesn't make sense to me for the Lakers to buy him out. If LeBron went to them, sought out because I think whatever LeBron wants, the Lakers will do if it's good for them too. Not just to appease LeBron, but it's got to work for us too. To me, I see no benefit of them buying LeBron out. So I don't think this happens, but it would be awesome, and I think it'd be great opportunity for LeBron to win another championship.
And that's where, and if people watching roll their eyes at me saying this, it's fine, but I'm 100% right. That's where LeBron's professionalism works against him. Because the argument for buying anyone out usually is, I'll just make it miserable and I'll mail it in. Like, you know what I mean? You won't be better off with me because I will give half-assed effort and I will be a bad guy and I'll make it awful around here.
Jimmy
whatever.
style, basically.
But and Jimmy's done that, but and with all due respect to Jimmy, I don't know of any all-time greats. Maybe I'm missing somebody, but that do that.
Well, the all-time greats.
Just your competitive, you know, like.
Sure. I mean, Shaq didn't really do that in L.A. He did different things that made him mad, but he was still, at least during the season, giving his all. So maybe it's right. I'm not saying it makes him, you know, this is part of the reason he's the GOAT. I'm not saying that. Right. What I'm saying is he can't credibly play the card, you won't want me around. Because, you know what I mean? Because everybody knows that when the games start, he's going to be going full out.
Yeah.
And so
he could easily, though, sit out games.
Oh.
I mean, he's 40.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 41.
But that's what I mean.
And if I got any pain, I'm
Jimmy is here. Jimmy's the worst.
I don't.
Jimmy was the most aggressive.
I mean, Vince Carter was the worst.
Where's Harden at that?
Oh, in Toronto.
Harden's
yeah, that was bad. Harden was bad. That was bad.
Harden was bad. And so, like.
Yeah, and Harden, those are Hall of Famers.
Those are all-time great. Those are all-time greats, but they're not, you know, pantheon legends. So just the point I'm making is, like, the LeBron buyout thing's tricky because he has a no trade, so they can't just ship him anywhere. But he also won't, so that gives him a piece of leverage. The only way to really implement full leverage, if he was like, I want to be out of here, you know what I mean, full stop, would be, I have a no trade, so I'm vetoing every trade, and you all are going to hate every single day until you buy me out. He's not going to do that. He's just flatly not going to do that.
Yep. Here's an interesting one. Could LeBron rejoin two teammates, Kyrie and AD in Dallas? Looks good in the uniform, I'll be honest with you. Not sure what the trade would look like, but I do like the idea of it.
Well, that's the thing. I have no idea what this trade would look like. And obviously, if you could get LeBron James and keep all your other guys, great. But I do think he's not LeBron. But I think Cooper Flagg is going to they're going to try to have him play that role, that type of role that LeBron would play. Where you do score, obviously, but you're a playmaker, you defend, you're on the perimeter, you know. So This just doesn't make sense. I think if the Mavs were one of the teams that, as reported, that's interested, I think it's due diligence. Hey, what's going on with LeBron? Is he available? Because obviously you'd love to unite him with Kyrie and AD, but you're not giving up Cooper Flag.
Yeah, and he has a way better chance of winning with the Lakers this year than the Mavs. Because Kyrie is out right now, and Cooper Flag's a kid. And, you know, who would be better, a team with Luka or a team with AD? Well, what if they were traded for each other? Would everyone make fun of which team? And so,
it'd be like Lakers South.
Right.
You know,
I think, though, however, keep an eye on this in a year when LeBron is a free agent. I think that's a different story. I think a year from now, if LeBron decides, you know, money is not the priority here, Kyrie is there, and he's back. AD is there. Cooper Flag, we'll see. And I can cut. Like, I think that is an interesting potential place a year from now if LeBron is going to. If the Lakers want out of the LeBron business, if LeBron is not going to have this be his final year, then we're starting to think about what teams potentially could he go to. The Mavs would be high on that list for me.
Here's the thing. I want to stay there. If Cooper Flag is really, really good this year, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and looking like a future superstar, do you think that all fits like that? Unless LeBron, because you're not going to want LeBron to come in and kind of be LeBron and take over.
For a year, I think it'd be fine. I guess my thing is, I do not think it would be bad at all for Cooper Flag if he spent 1 year at 19 years old with LeBron. You know what I mean? I would agree. If LeBron were 37 and it was like, hey, this is my next stop for the next 5 years, then maybe, you know what I mean, you reconsider it. But 1 year, I also have always been a believer that one of the things that helped Kobe forever was he got that championship so young in the finals when he averaged 15 points a game and then, like, never had to deal with doesn't have a ring, he's not a winner, any of that stuff. Like, so I think no matter how good Cooper Flag is
I think there'll be other better places for LeBron. Better fits.
Yeah. All right, LA-based option. LeBron to the Clippers. Feels strange and kind of awkward, but also maybe it would work. Also personally convenient for him.
Well, that part's true.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the only thing good about it.
Well, the stadium, too.
Well, that part's true, too.
What would this, this trade, with John Collins and, you know.
I think it'd be Kawhi.
Why would the Lakers do that?
For the idea, like, Kawhi with Luka sounds good, and he's
for 35
younger.
games.
Right,
I mean, like,
and by the way, I mean, for me, this is a hard no, because if it's for Kawhi, the team is definitively worse than the Laker team you're on now. You know what I mean? Your second best player is James Harden, and if it's not for if it's not for Kawhi, and you're trading away all your spare pieces essentially, so you have James Harden, who is a historic playoff backwards guy, and Kawhi, who is just not an unknown definitive injury risk. Like that would be.
Look, if you gave up John Collins, Bogdanovich, and Nick Batum, I think that works financially.
Sure.
You got Harden, Kawhi, LeBron, Zubac, and Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'd rather the Lakers.
I don't hate that.
But is that better than what the Lakers have?
The problem is Kawhi. If I knew Kawhi was going to be there.
But guess what? You don't.
I would like that.
Yeah, of course.
I would like it, but
you don't.
You can't.
And by the way, for the record, Kawhi was there this year. Everyone's like, we're finally going to get to see Kawhi healthy in the playoffs. And he had one amazing